Hello Scorpio and welcome to Truth Well Told Tarot. This is Andrea and I'm here to do your weekly tarot reading for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, so I hope you're well. As always, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you. So welcome Scorpio, let's see what we have for you for the week ahead. I'm using the Sacred Traveler Oracle deck here. Oh, nearly went into the flame. We have Impasse. Reflect and redirect your energy. So this is stuck energy. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have for our lovely Scorpios? Angel message for Scorpio for the week ahead. Thank you. So the number Scorpio is number 12. That might resonate with you. You might be seeing that number. You may be digging up old cans of worms from your past that should remain sealed. Remember how far you've come and do not allow old worms to destroy what you've worked so hard to build. All right, Scorpio, let's see what we have for you. Message for our lovely Scorpios. Thank you, angels, spirits, guides. Bear with me, Scorpio. I'm suffering from allergies at the moment. Let's see what we have for you. Message for our lovely Scorpios. Overarching energy for Scorpio. 2 cards. So we do have the Knight of Swords and we have the Chariot. We've got Judgment. The 5 of Cups. Queen of Cups can be you, Scorpio, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, male or female, or the energy of the card. The Moon. We have the King of Swords, can be Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, male or female, or the energy of the card. The Death card. And we have the 6 of Cups. 6 of Cups can be someone who is connected to our heart, can be a soul connection. We can look at the 6 of Cups in terms of family, love, romantic, friendship, however that would manifest for you. People we have history with, nostalgia with, can be children as well. This can also be someone returning from the past, someone who you do have memories with. It looks here in this situation, Scorpio, that this is either someone coming back into your life or you're dealing with somebody who you have history with, nostalgia with, memories with. You know, for a significant amount of time, it's a soul connection. When we have Judgment and the Moon, it's an energy here of making some significant life choice or decision. Judgment can be linked with forgiveness as well. It can be about, can I let it go? Let go of what's happened, give someone a second chance or a third chance or a fourth chance. For some of you, that might resonate because there's doubt and uncertainty in terms of what's presented to you here. It might well be here, Scorpio, you just have to surrender and trust your instinct and your intuition. We have to also make the right decision for us in Judgment, especially if you've given chances before. And again, if this is just an opportunity to give someone another chance, it feels in this scenario here, you could have gone through some kind of deception with this person. Again, the Moon can be quite a deceptive energy. It can also represent sometimes when we know what the right choice is for us, but there's a kind of fear of the unknown as well. I mean, it could be all of those things, really. Emotions can, be connected to a full spectrum of reasons. But the fundamental energy is, there is a judgment call. Do I give this person another chance? Or do I move in a new direction? This is somebody who wants to make it right. They're full of regret and wants to make things right with you. Again, presenting themselves as being fully accountable for their actions. is the kind of energy here with the King of Swords, male or female in this reading. You know, the Death card, the Six of Cups and the Queen of Cups, it looks here, Scorpio, that there is an ending of some kind. Queen of Cups is somebody who really is connected to their heart, their emotions, self-love as well. But as I always say with the Queen of Cups, she waits for the right kind of love. She opens to the right kind of love. She knows what kind of love she's looking for. And she knows also what she isn't open to. It looks through some kind of experience. And for some of you, this might be, you know, a second, third or fourth chance. This might have happened, you know, at least 1 or 2 times before. I think that there is some realization, certainly from the heart, that you're experiencing here, Scorpio, where there is an impasse, where you are redirecting your energy. Because it looks in this scenario here that there is an ending. This is your major arcana. The Death card is all about letting go of the old. Letting go of the old and outworn and things that we don't need. We shed an old skin. This can be the phoenix rising from the ashes. And again, these energies are not particularly easy to go through. Deep change and transformation through endings is not a particularly easy transformation to come through, but every ending has a new beginning, and that's the energy of the Death card. We go through deeply transformative processes where we grow, we learn, we evolve, and we know what we let go of and what's important to keep, what we stay true to, what is, our values and our beliefs, but also what doesn't serve us as well. So this is that kind of energy of really shedding an old skin, rising from the ashes of the old and embracing the new. So the conversation that I feel is happening here, Scorpio, either someone's returning into your life, and again, this is that kind of old worms, which is why I feel for a lot of you, it might well be a return into your life here. The Knight of Swords and the Chariot is an energy of you've already moved on, or you're deciding to move on from this, is what I see for you here. And that's the victory for you. You're clear in terms of the direction that you need to go in. This kind of conversation I feel that's happening here, Scorpio, I feel that I think that you're confirming that something is ended. It just feels in this scenario here that you're not going down that path again. And this is the judgment call, and it is about choosing wisely. And we generally learn from experience with this kind of energy and karmic lessons. For some of you, it can be someone in your current life, but the same kind of energy applies with the Knight of Swords and the Chariot. This feels like, certainly with the impasse and not digging up old worms from the past, this feels like a strong energy here of moving from what was to what will be, moving on. And being very clear about that in terms of some significant conversation. You know, soul connections and soul, certainly people who we connect to on a soul level, kindred spirit soul connections, some people come into our life and then leave because we've got what we needed to learn from those people. Soul connections are not always meant to be with us for our whole life period. Some people come in and it can be friendships, love, romance, even family, they can come into our lives for different periods of time, but just enough time that we need to have them in our lives to learn from them, and then they leave when they're meant to. This is that kind of energy here where I just feel here, you might be finding closure in a situation that you have maybe wanted energetically, where you can actually finally move on from something as well. The other option with judgment is we can always give someone a second chance, third chance, fourth chance. Generally, we know what to expect as an experience when we do that because it is linked with karmic lessons. But there is an energy here, the choice is yours. And it might well be that you're reaching some kind of point here where you're deciding, do I want to dig up these old kind of worms, Or do I want to move in a new direction? Or have I already moved on if this is somebody returning from the past and it was an ex of some kind? You know, there's a strong feeling in this reading. I want to say that you've outgrown this. It feels like you've outgrown someone. And those are the messages that are coming through to me. You've outgrown this, you know, you've matured, you've grown through an experience, but it feels like you've outgrown something. And again, that is the kind of energy of the phoenix rising from the ashes. Yeah. Turn your wounds into wisdom is your first little message. Opportunities don't happen, you create them. It might well be that you're focusing on other things now. Let's see what we have for you. What do we have for our lovely Scorpios? I don't think the trust is here either. Doesn't feel like there's a lot of trust. What do we have for Scorpio? I'm going to choose from this deck because it's a little large. Spirit Animal Oracle message for Scorpio. Thank you. Hummingbird, miracles. You are the joy bringer. You bless the world with positivity and love. Energy soars on your shining wings. Spread the miracle of happiness, yeah. I think that's what you're focusing on, what makes you happy. You know, when we realize when we let go of the old, we make space for new things and blessings coming into our life as well. For some of you, it might also be that you've already moved on. So let's see what we have for you as a final message from the universe, God, Spirit, Angels, Higher Realm. What do we have for Scorpio as a final message? Thank you. 2 cards. I know that you have been questioning yourself lately and wondering if you are good enough or strong enough to do that which your heart desires to do. This message is here to remind you that you really are more than capable of doing it. Rise up and take that leap of faith. So some of you might need to hear that this week. And we have your life is about to start to move quickly in some areas. Events that seem to have been on hold suddenly propel forward. Move with the flow and be mindful of what needs your attention most. You know, and that's the thing with the Chariot. The charioteer is very clear in terms of what the goal is, what's important, what they're heading towards, but they're not looking back. You know, and this is the energy here. You're focusing, I feel for a lot of you, in terms of what's important to you, what matters, where you're going in life. And it just feels like you're making space for new and more positive things to come into your life. For others of you, it's a kind of energy if you're moving on or you've already moved on. If it's the next returning. Scorpio, that's what I have for you for the week ahead. I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe. I wish you a wonderful week and I will see you next time.